What's up, guys? Back with another video. As you know, the title of the video, buying a R34 Nissan Skyline GTR in Bayside Blue. The Brian L. Spillner car, the Buster's car, the Fast and Furious car, Godzilla, whatever you want to call it. Those are all the nicknames for this car. I just got done doing a workout, took a shower. The delivery guy said the car should be here within the next 10 minutes or so. So I was like, all right, let's start a quick video. First things first, how I got the car. Interesting, fun story. So my buddy Jeremy Dunham posts on his Instagram story. He works over at Platinum Motors. And he posts on his Instagram story the GTR, and I reply back to it like 5 days ago. And I'm like, man, this thing is so clean. Dream car for sure. Had Brian O'Connor, aka Paul Walker, on the front of the car, standing on it, and that was the poster that was in my room, alongside a Lamborghini poster, a white one, and alongside like Fast and Furious movie posters. That was my childhood growing up as a kid. So, long story short, well, we'll make the story long because it'll be interesting, right? So, he posts on his IG story of the car, and I was like, oh my God, that's so clean. Like, how much do you want for it? Etc. Then I was like, hey, I'll help you sell it. I got some followers on Instagram. You know, a lot of them are car guys. So maybe, just maybe, we might find a buyer through my IG. I don't know. I was like, let me test it out. So I posted on Instagram. I get a couple people responding. And then Jeremy's like, the next day he's sending me high quality pictures on the iPhone. And I'm like, man, that car is so nice. Bayside Blue. And blue's one of my favorite colors of all time. So in Bayside Blue, it's like the 2000 Civic Si, Electron Blue. Those are two of my favorite blues ever made, period. So then I was like, I don't know, it's kind of expensive. I'm not sure. Like, I like R34 GTR, but, you know, they've kind of skyrocketed in price. And he imported it over from Japan. So I was like, okay, I like the car. It's super clean. It's a great platform to start on. Very low miles, 31,000 original miles, 50K kilometers. That's the conversion there. So RB26, of course, it's a V Spec. You'll see it right now. It's going to be coming off the trailer in a second. Anyways, he sends me a picture of him, or a video of him driving the car in traffic with the AC on. He's like, look, it's perfect. The AC works. The car's mint. I just drove it around all day. And then he kind of got me with that video. I was like, oh, man, it is so mint. It's so nice. We'll see if it needs anything. A couple little things. I'm ordering a titanium exhaust for it because it has like some Japanese exhaust. He's like, it's pretty quiet. We'll be the judge of that, I guess, when it shows up here in a second. And then that's kind of where the conversation started. And then we agreed on a price, and here we are. And it was supposed to be here probably next week, and today's Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon now. And it was supposed to be here next week because we kind of finalized the transaction on Thursday. So I'm like, oh, I'll be here next week. He's like, hey, I got a car going to Southern California, and the guy's got an empty spot in the trailer, and he's here. Like, let's finish up the deal right away. So we finished it up, and here we are. I know that was a lot of talking, more than the usual, but transport guy should be here in a second. And yeah, let's see what this thing looks like.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. Seeing it for the first time is just crazy.
Yeah, feel free to come.
No, I'll wait for you. I'll let you do your thing. It's the GTR key, such the original key. It's so wild. Well, maybe it's not original, but so funny. The transport guy's like, gotta be careful. It's got rear-wheel steering. And I was like, I totally forgot that the GTR V Spec, they have rear-wheel steering. I cannot wait to see this thing in the sun. It's honestly unbelievable just even taking a look at it in the back of the trailer. Like, just knowing that it's about to be driven. I've never even driven right-hand drive either. First startup. No idea what it's gonna sound like. It's so quiet. Very quiet. Too quiet. This is what my buddy Jeremy was saying. He's like, it's too quiet. We're going straight to put the trip permit on after this, and then we're going straight to my buddy's shop, and we're ordering a titanium exhaust ASAP. Oh my God. The fitment's a lot better than I thought. Actually, geez, look at that Bayside Blue in the sun. My goodness. That blue is insane. All right, first things first, we're in the Skyline. I'm trying to set the camera up. Everything's backwards since it's right-hand drive. First things first, trying to figure out how to be on the right side of the road. This is my first time driving right-hand drive. The rear view mirror setup is so different. The shifting is weird. I'm trying to figure out the turn signal scenario is different. Oh my gosh, this is actually so funny. Everything is so ass backwards, it's hilarious. I don't know, something just went flying around. Okay, I gotta be careful. Wow, this pool is crazy smooth. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, just driving this has gotta be the funniest thing ever. Freaking Skyline R34. Where are you at, Brian O'Connor? Okay, shifting with the left hand and being properly in your lane is going to be a problem early on. I can already tell. So if I'm not talking much during this first drive, it's because I can barely drive this thing right now. First time ever driving a right-hand drive car. Okay. Just keeping it chill. The seatbelt's a little loose, to be honest. I don't know why. Oh my god, oh my god. Alright, first things first, I need to figure out what's going on. Okay, thank god I can put the windows up. Whew, it's hot out today. Okay, windows up. AC's on. Oh, it's so nice. Whew. Alright, let's just hope we don't get into any cops because I don't have a plate right now and I need to go put it on. This is so freaking funny, and I need gas. Whew. Oh, the factory gauges work, which is so dope. The whole factory digital dash system in the GTRs. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This is so crazy. I'm sitting in a right-hand drive car. This is so nuts. It's so easy to drive too. The clutch is so smooth. Gosh, the clutch is so smooth. And it's a 6-speed. Forget. 5th. Alright, let's see. Let's get 6. I feel like this thing will get good gas mileage. Oh my god, 6 gear. It's cruising, baby. Oh my god, this is so funny. Alright, the shifts are so backwards. Alright, we gotta get comfy with the shifting here. Because everything is so, it's so funny. Brakes feel really good. This car feels so light and nimble though. It's nutty. I forgot how, I want to know the weight of this car. I need to look up the weight. Oh my god, it's so easy to drive. It's so crisp. Oh, it's so easy to drive. It's so nice. I cannot believe I'm actually driving a car that is probably one of the most iconic cars of all time. I need to adjust this camera a little bit more. It's actually pretty nuts. Alright, I'm just adjusting the setup here. This is so insane. This is so insane. Oh, the AC blows so cold. It's so perfect for California. This is the one part that I do not like about my Lambo. Don't get me wrong, I love the car. But the one part I do not like is like you can only drive it in the early morning hours or during a sunset. You can't cruise at midday right now like it's 85 out. This car is just chilling. It looks like it's good so far, temperature wise. But it's just chilling. It's not struggling, it's just chilling. AC's on, I'm inside. Oh my god, I cannot believe that I'm driving an R34 Skyline GTR on the road right now. Like that, having Paul Walker posters in my room with this exact car, in this exact color, it's got to be one of the craziest things of all time. Horn work? Ah, it works! The horn works. All right, well, I gotta get to FedEx to laminate my trip permit so I can put it on the back. after that, I'll continue to film. But I'm just gonna enjoy this drive with some music on and just life for a second. So, see you in a sec. Actually, just got it a second ago, and I was filming a YouTube video for it.
Oh,
yeah, you can check it out. This is literally the first stop that I made.
Oh, no way, man.
Yeah, you can check it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is literally the first stop that I made.
Wait.
Oh, which car were you in?
I was in the G-Wagon.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I saw in the rearview mirror, and I was like, dude, wait a second. I was like, we gotta walk over. And he was like, this is the Fast and the Furious car.
No way. That's so funny.
That's awesome.
What was your name?
I'm Hashmat.
Sim.
Sim, nice to meet you.
What was your name? Sim, nice to meet you.
You're from around here?
I need to get... All right, you got to do everything opposite in this car. Literally everything opposite in this car. For example, driving is one. Sorry, I'm a little tired because I'm trying to figure out how to get out, how to open the gas cap for the first time, filling it up with gas. Everything's opposite in the car. So that's first. Second, I just posted some bad clips, but you get the audio because I didn't want to film the dudes like kids too much or anything. But I was filming or about to film, and I was like, no way. They walk up. He's like, I was in the G-Wagon looking in my rear view mirror, and I see a Skyline. Oh my God. And we had to get out and check it out. But long story short, or long story long, whew, filling it up with gas for the first time. The Bayside Blue really hits in all different lights and colors. It's so wild. The stereo works great. The AC blows cold, thankfully, like I mentioned earlier. I was gonna say something, but I'm honestly enjoying the drive. Oh, this is what I was saying. I was just texting my buddy and I said, dude, the rear wheel steering makes it feel so nimble, like a go-kart. The front end steering, even though the suspension I think needs a little bit of adjustment, needs to be lowered and stuff like that. The front end steering, God, M4s sound terrible, but the front end steering almost makes it feel like my 997. It's so light and nimble, it just like cuts into a corner. And I think the rear wheel steering obviously helps with that, but it caught me off guard when I took my first corner just to see like how it's gonna feel. Like came in pretty hot. So it feels like a 997 steering, believe it or not. It feels odd and interesting. But anyways, I'm gonna drive a little bit. I'm gonna go down to Crystal Cove. I don't wanna film too much yet. I filmed a little bit. The car is a little overwhelming. Everything's opposite, right-hand drive. The turn signal doesn't make sense. You gotta get used to that. It's not this side, it's on this side. Shifting with the left hand, so weird. And then looking in your blind spot and adjusting the rear view mirror, also very fucking nerve-wracking. And then being in traffic and continuing to float over to the other lane, I'm like, okay, let me not film here. So let me get used to the car a little bit, because the first reaction, this is the first reaction. Anyways, whew, I'm gonna take a break for a second. But man, does it look good filling up at the gas station. So you need to get rid of this wheel gap here, and then maybe make it poke just like a 5mm spacer, maybe a 5mm spacer, or just lower it a little bit. It looks like it's pretty flush. Might just need a little 5mm spacer, to be honest, on front and back, and a little drop, and we should be good. But man, I cannot believe that I'm driving the car, the same car that I grew up watching movies on. Every time this car would come on screen, it was like unbelievable. In case you wanted to know what gas prices were like, by the way. Honestly, this doesn't even make sense when I'm looking at it. It doesn't make sense when I'm driving it. It doesn't make sense when I'm in the car. It doesn't make sense in any way, shape, or form that this is the car that I'm actually driving. I can't even believe it. This is more nostalgic and crazy feeling than when I got my Lamborghini. And I think it's because this car has so much history behind it. It's like the supercar, the hypercar, whatever you want to call it for the Japanese world. In this era of 99, 2000, 01, 02, you're talking about this and the Supra being some of the most undefeated cars of all time. Unreal. I can't wait to put an exhaust on here. It's going to sound amazing. Oh man. All right. Now we're getting a little more comfortable with it. I got the Fast and Furious soundtrack playing. I'm in traffic. Got people trying to race me. Got people giving me thumbs up. Got people trying to talk to me. Got kids making videos. Oh my God. This thing needs an exhaust so bad though. It's so quiet, but it's so enjoyable too at the same time. The suspension is honestly really good. This HKS coilovers ride amazing. This thing literally rides so smooth. I have a daily as an electric car and it literally rides smooth, just as smooth as that, which is crazy. Like, you could actually daily this, it's so smooth and easy to drive. The clutch is very soft, but definitely needs an exhaust. We definitely need that RB sound to come out. Definitely needs a little bit of a little downpipe, a little up the boost, a little tune for the time being. But so far so good. It's very nimble, turns very easy, like I was saying. Brakes are really good too. It turns very easy in the sense of that rear-wheel steering. It reminds me of my 997 a little bit. Even though 997 didn't have rear-wheel steering, but just that front end quick, like little snappy turn-in feel. That's what it feels like. But anyways, I don't know. This is the first video. This is the first drive. I think we'll probably make another video when it comes to putting on an exhaust, doing some modifications to it, dialing it in a little bit, doing 5mm spacers all around, and then, you know, making it poke a little, dropping it a little bit more. It's already pretty low though, so it's like I gotta get used to driving a low car, like super low. This is lower already than my Lamborghini for sure. But anyways, gonna stop by some friends, get a little pull in. I can't believe this thing revs to 8,000. It's quick though, because it's so light. Like, it doesn't make a lot of power right now stock, but it's so light. But I gotta get used to driving on this right side. It's a little scary, honestly, like being next to these curbs. But anyways, I'm gonna listen to some music, enjoy the ride, concentrate a little bit. But getting more comfortable with the right-hand drive, it's such a new experience. But anyways, thanks for watching. Shout out to Jeremy, both Jeremys. There's two Jeremys. They both run Platinum Motorsports, but in Platinum Motors and PDX is what it's called, Platinum Motors PDX. Shout out to them for selling me the car, making the transaction super easy. But anyways, look forward to making more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the GTR as much as I do. It brings back all the feelings, all the nostalgia. Anyways, have a good one. See y'all later.